Capricorn, welcome to the May to June edition. Just a fast couple of things before we get started. I didn't do April because it just didn't feel like a great time. And also, if you go back to the March video, I think I was very ahead of giving some timelines that other people hadn't mentioned at that point, because I think in the beginning of March, this whole situation was just hitting the US. So if you want to go back and look at that, I gave some timelines, and I think there are a lot of people giving sort of day by day horoscopes or astrology or numerology, all kinds of things. And I really don't want to do that this month. I just want to keep it kind of light and fun. So let's do that. While I was shuffling, these two cards came out. Let's be surprised together. Where are they? I'm kind of surprised at how much humor there is coming up. And also, I think some people are really kind of digging this quarantine. I think for some people, if you have anxiety or social anxiety or just all kinds of other things where people kind of drive you a little bit crazy, I think a lot of people are into this. Okay, Capricorn. Be a little careful, because when you're by yourself, sometimes there's a tendency to focus on negative thoughts or intrusive thoughts, or, you're eating a ton of heavy food and you're not really getting any fresh air. So Capricorn, be careful of that. Some of you are really into, right now, which I think is really cool, like conspiracy theories or mysteries, true crime and things like that. You're really kind of getting into that. Some of you may be reconnecting with old flames or new people that maybe you have a crush on, because it's the time to do it. Everyone's reconnecting. You're just sort of going through your contacts and you're like, who can I talk to? And as opposed to someone not really liking that right now, they're just as bored and they're into it. So it's kind of fun. I think for some of you, there's a sense of deep isolation. So it looks like for Capricorn, things are split in half. Some of you are really liking the quarantine, and then some of you just feel so isolated by it. I know that's kind of broad, but for some of the other signs, they're just sort of riding along, but there's a very split sense with Capricorn. Almost like your moods are swinging. Some days you're like, I'm into it, it's fine, and then other days you're like looking out of the window like an antidepressant commercial, touching the curtains, and like one tear is coming down. You're like, I can't. So, and then I think that makes you stress eat a little bit. That's when you're reaching out to exes. Yeah, and these two cards tell me it's a swing back and forth. So you're either standing on your couch with a broom as a microphone, or it's the antidepressant commercial. Now, I said I would keep it light, so I'll just say some of you are thinking way into the future, and you have some financial concerns, and that's completely normal. More so, okay, so it looks like in terms of that, a lot of you are going to be perfectly fine. Things will come to you after this starts to settle down from strange places, but you are really having this catastrophic thinking about it. And again, I don't think anybody needs to justify why you would be feeling that way. I'm not going to focus too much on that. Capricorn, I would say for you, try to be in the moment. Use this vacation, if you can look at it like that, because I think afterwards, after this is over, a lot of you are going to be very, very busy. So you may want to look at it like that. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think some of you, because of the you may not feel inwardly calm, but some of you are taking these really forward-thinking positions. You're inventing ways to move around business or family, and people are recognizing that. So of course that's a leader quality. You know, it's easy to lead when everything is calm. It's a lot harder when things are going crazy. And I think there are people that are recognizing that. And I think that's going to really serve you when things settle down a little bit. And I think for you, the learning in this experience is that you are also looking at how other people are reacting. Are they able to stay calm? Are they kind of going all over the place? And I think your thing will be that you want to surround yourself with like-minded people, high-minded people, people that can bring their thinking outside of this realm and onto the next, which is very, very difficult. You're talking about sitting in places of power, sitting in places where people look to you, sitting in places where your experience through really difficult times has elevated you to a place that is outside of the average. You're capable of being, you know, sort of a rock for people. You can also think outside the box at the same time. It's really interesting. Let's pull one more for you, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, stop standing by the window and crying. Don't cry. Call anyone. Call, you know, like I said, just text an ex and just say, you don't have to be creepy about it. Just be like, hey, what are you doing? What are you watching on Netflix? Just anything. Don't stand there and cry. That's sad. All right, Capricorn, we'll talk to you soon.